Hey, what's up, guys? I'm bringing you a new series of videos today, kind of geared towards new players, just to kind of let them know what characters they should invest in, what characters they shouldn't invest in. And to start that off, I'm gonna be doing a two-star tier list for pretty much every 2-star in the game at the moment. So I'm gonna move through these first few tiers relatively quickly because I don't have a whole lot of time to explain each and every one of these. And pretty much, for the most part, if they're under B, they're not worth your time relatively at all. They're just joke characters. If you really love them, work on them, but they're not worth your time. Starting off first in joke tier is gonna be Huguma the Bear. His only pro is this damn it skill. The only thing it does is just respawn you, it literally respawns you with the health you have. It's not good, but I can guess in a certain situation, if you're able to drag out the enemy team, you could get away and then have them all get caught out. Not really that helpful. He's first one in joke tier. Next one in joke tier, rounding out joke tier, is Helmeppo. The only pro for him is that he's a meme lord. If you beat somebody with this guy, you're going to feel absolutely great. Otherwise, he's gross. He sucks. He gets worse as his health gets less with this one, I believe. No, it's this one. As health gets less, the less health you have, the less it does. So, garbage. Moving on. The next one, starting out the first in F tier, is going to be Axan Morgan. He's his only pros are his last 60 seconds. He gets a crit for times 500% for 20 seconds. Otherwise, just trash. Don't use them. Garbage. Don't even worry. Next one in F tier is going to be Kobe. The only pro for him is that if you use him, you're a god on earth, absolute Chad. Otherwise, you're just going to get absolutely decimated. Nothing else left to say about him. Next in F tier is Kabaji. He's got an okay skill too, I guess, under some circumstances. He's got a decent power, decent cooldown. I mean, the only other pro I can think of is that he worked under the future King of the Pirates, Buggy D. Clown, but what else I gotta say? But there's nothing else to say about him. Who's next? Alright, starting out first in D tier is Yasuku. Number 1 pro is he's way more jacked than Johnny in post-time skip. Otherwise, he's got alright skills. Not much to him. He can increase his defense. His traits are okay. Don't worry about spending it on him. Next in D tier is Django. This guy I really kind of wanted to put in F tier, but I mean, he increases allies' attack. He's got the confuse on this with stagger or nullifying stagger. Okay traits. It's the only reason he's squeaked into D tier. Really not worth your time. Garbage. He is necessary, I believe, for a certain story event, story event, but it's not. You could probably get him up to level 40 and get it taken care of. The next is Butchie. If I can find his bitch ass. I always have a problem finding Butchie for some reason. He's blue. There's his bitch ass. Alright. He's got an okay skill 1. That's really his only pro. He's got a decent amount of attack. He's got tremor activation. His skills suck. He's slow. He's just got the overall trash fit. Look at my dude here. Come on. You don't want him. Next in D tier is going to be Alvita. Specifically the fat one. We'll talk about the skinny one in a future video when I do the 3-star video, which should be coming out either today or tomorrow or the next day, but bear with me. He's got okay skills. Decent damage, knockback effect. Okay damage on this one with a stun activation. Don't worry about her. And rounding out D tier is going to be my man, Johnny. Gotta find him. I found Yasuku. God damn it. Rounding out D tier is my man, Johnny. He, decent skills for his class. Okay, I mean, not really, again, nothing much to talk about. Just, alright. Traits, okay, not worth it. But now we're going to be moving into C tier, which is where things actually start getting, relatively usable. If you're in lower tiers, like C, B, maybe below A. Not really, though. Chopper, he's got great typings. He's got a bunch of them, so he'd be great for your bench. Decent, if you want to get him to 100, don't character boost him, but he'd be good for a starter bench before you get 3 stars and 4 stars to replace him. He heals himself, which is pretty good. He also heals allies if you're nearby. He's got a small hitbox, and he's pretty fast, and his trait 1 is pretty decent for a runner. But otherwise, he's really squishy, and he's not going to output any damage whatsoever. If you get run up on by anybody, your only option is to run, or you get murked. No problem. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. The next one in C tier is going to be Nami, and she's actually rounding out our C tier. Where is she? Right here. good start support because she has this raise attack by 10%. If you're around a couple other hitters and can raise their attack by 10%, get an early advantage, that is beneficial. She's fast. Her normals are almost mid. I'm hesitant to call them mid, but she's weak. She's squishy. She will get absolutely murked. Again, your only option with her is to run and get out of there. All right. With that being said, we're moving into B tier. And the first one in B tier is going to be my man Zoro. He doesn't have a whole lot of character types, but the ones that he does have are going to go well with a lot of the other good ones that are coming up in this video. So he's decent as a kind of like if you don't have any other option for any of these 3 character types. Pretty good. Don't character boost him. Really stay away from that. Save that for 4 stars only. There's a few 3 stars that are worth it, but don't character boost him. Don't waste materials on him. He's got, one of the benefits of him is he's got missions that give you frags, so it'd be relatively easy for you to get him to level 100, so you don't have to grind him out, like, in League, hoping to get special drops. He's got okay skills, got the Onigiri, he's got the Dragon Twister, decent, traits, okay. The thing about him is he just can't hang. He doesn't have high enough defense. He really, like, in higher leagues, like once you get into A, especially S, he's not going to be able to hang. He's going to get one shot. He's going to get bopped out of there. He's just a defender of a 2-star variety cannot really hang. That's just a fact of it. As well as the next one, if you think I'm hating on Zoro, let me put my man Sanji in B tier as well. He's got okay traits. He's relatively fun to use. He's pretty quick, but again, he's got the same problem that Zoro has. He can't hang. Attackers of 2-star variety cannot hang in A tier. S tier is for certain. SS tier, you will get one-shotted by anything that comes across your way. But he does have relatively good character typings, just like Zoro did. He's okay on your bench if you don't have anything better. But you don't want to be using attackers or defenders of the 2-star variety really pretty much at all in higher leagues. Decent in low leagues, but you're going to get blown out relatively quickly by anybody that has anything better. And rounding out the end of B tier is my man Frankie here. He's got pretty much the same thing going for him with the character types. Decent ones, okay for the bench if you don't have anything else to go there. Got a good skill 2. I do like his skill 2 for a defender. It's really good. He's got the knockback. It does more damage the less HP you have, which is definitely a good thing to have. He's got okay traits for being a defender. Not too much to talk about there, but again, A tier, S tier is going to get one shot. You're going to get blown away. This dude will get eviscerated by his Shanks. This dude will get eviscerated by a Blackbeard, and this dude will get eviscerated by Big Mom. Let's be real, or Rayleigh, or anything like that. Even if he had type advantage, he's not what you want to be doing. But with that rounds out B tier. I'm going to be moving into A tier here, and the big thing about A tier is from 2/3 of A tier, the main thing about them is that they have good character typings, which are great for your bench. These next 2 are the only 2 that I would possibly put character boost in. It's not going to pay off in the long run, but in the short run, if you want a quick power up, the first one you want to go with is Luffy. All the Luffy units are going to have the most tags in the game. So anytime you see a 2-star, 3-star, 4-star Luffy, it's okay to put, put just your experience, put character boost into it, give them good medals. The 2-star ones less so than the 3 and the 4-star ones, but look at all this. They got so many different character types. It's going to be good for your bench. You can put him on a lot of different teams. He's got missions, so you can grind him out, easy frags, you can get him to level 100 relatively easily. He's got good traits. He can got Nullify Shock, Nullify Entrance. Okay, again, he's got the exact same thing as the Sanji, Zoro, and the Frankie from earlier. He can't hang in higher leagues. He'll get absolutely eviscerated. He's mainly, the best thing you're going to get out of him is these character types. It's really good for your bench. The next one that's really good for your bench is going to be my girl Robin. She's got a bunch too. I believe it's a little less than Luffy. I think one less than Luffy, but still really good for your bench. Same thing as Luffy, essentially. She's got good skills. She's relatively fun to use. She's relatively quick, fast-paced. She's got the exact same problem, though. Again, she's an attacker. 2-star attackers, 2-star defenders are built different. They're just the scum of the earth. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. If you get into A tier, you might be able to hang a little bit, but you will get dropped easily. You'll be completely outmatched if somebody has a good 3-star or a good 4-star. And the last one in A tier is going to be Kuro. He's going to be, I know this might come as a controversy to some. In my opinion, he's the best 2-star attacker. He's not good enough, however, to hold out an A in S tier. He's decent for lower leagues. He's got good skills. He's quick. He's relatively fun to use. He's kind of hard to hit. His traits, okay. decent. All right. He just doesn't hit hard enough, and he doesn't have enough health. He will get dropped. But the two that I believe that you guys should put in, if you're going to put anything into any of them, these two are the S tier. And I'm willing to say, since this is One Piece, this is capital D, will of the D tier. The first is Usopp. He has got nerfed. He's not as good as he was previously. That being said, for a 2-star, you don't want to attack. You don't want to defend. You want to run. You want to get out of there. You want to be as fast as possible. He's got good skills. He can attack from a distance. He's got a flame on this one. It's pretty good. You can do a bunch of annoying damage, run away, get out of there. He nullifies negative, so if you're going up against Perona, you're alright. He also has type advantage on her, so you won't get destroyed by her, even though she's not necessarily the most run character right now. Decent traits for what he is. But the Primo tier, the Yonko tier, the King of the Pirate tier, the number one, the one that carried me initially into S+ tier when that was the highest league, is my man 2-star Brook. The reason this Brook is so good, he's got alright character typings. He's got a lot. He's got 5, just like that Robin from earlier. So he's good on your bench. Even if you put character boosting into him, you'll be using him relatively until you have a good enough team that it won't even matter to you anymore. But it's these skills. This one is kind of like, for lack of a better word, it's a Shishi Son. It's a quick, you kind of stun them for a second and you get out of there. But this one is the one that you'll be using 9 times out of 10. You essentially just put every enemy near you to sleep, which is so good for a runner, especially for a runner that does not want to get hit. Should just have a moment to get them off of you so you can run away. He's got Nullify Shock, which is really good because there is that new Enel, which is also blue, so you would have type advantage against them, and he couldn't shock you. And he's got good traits. Plain and simple. This dude, as you can see, my best with him is place 5 overall. Really good. This is the only one that I believe that you might be able to hold out until the lower level S's. S- S at the most. He's good. He got me to S+ back in the day, but I was back before EXs. He has fallen off a little bit, but he's really good. I will make a video showcasing him in the next few days so that way I can show you guys how good this guy is. But this is my dude. This is the best. If you're going to put any resources in any 2-star, this is the guy you want to do it. But if you guys want to see more about this, you guys want to get more, I'm going to do a 3-star one, I'm going to do a 4-star one, I'm going to do a legendary one. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm down for whatever you guys want. But this has been Tough Desperado. Thanks for watching.